So for my last video reflection, I will be doing the song 24KTown by Dumbfoundead, who was, he's a Korean American rapper. This song came out in 2013 and he was featured in the readings that we did, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
Feel the pressure, yeah, I feel the pressure when I'm the one who speaks in the voice of my ancestors. And the homies out on Western are saying to represent us, so I'm forever tatted, fuck a temporary henna. It's a privilege to pursue my happiness, cause my crew got a list of things to do before dreaming about their future. Running the family business, or handling father's sickness, all the sacrifices given, I'm doing this all for you. It's a letter to my homies, you will never have to owe me. Buying bottles, karaoke with a couple model homies. Fucked up holy stuffing you, your wrist will have a rollie. Trying to write a happy ending to the story. I guess this is a going away letter. I ain't coming back to town till I'm doing like way better. Don't be offended when phone calls go to voicemail. The flight attendant asked me to turn it off, that's real. I'm bringing gold to my city, who's with me? Gold watches for my people, did you miss me? Bought them all off the jeweler by the pound. A couple carats turned this bitch in a 24K town. I'm bringing gold to my city, who's with me? Gold watches for my people, did you miss me? Bought them all off the jeweler by the pound. A couple carats turned this bitch in a 24K town. Where'd you go? They asking me where I went. Gone for a couple months, but it feels like I barely left. Everybody is a statue that froze at the last step, and every weekend is a celebration of the past tense. My brothers with resolutions, my sisters with no excuses. I salute ya. Let's go and make some moments in the future. I ain't saying I'm Confucius, I'm confused as much as y'all. Another student of life, I just studied abroad. Normally I'd be on Normandy, but normal is done. It ain't about repping inside, but outside where you're from. When they're drunk, they yell it from the top of their lungs, but over drums, they'll hear it for generations to come. I guess this is a going away letter. I ain't coming back to town till I'm doing like way better. Don't be offended when phone calls go to voicemail. The flight attendant asked me to turn it off, that's real. 24KTown, bringing gold to my city. I'm bringing gold to my city, who's with me? Gold watches for my people, did you miss me? Bought them all off the jeweler by the pound. A couple carats turned this bitch in a 24K town. I'm bringing gold to my city, who's with me? Gold watches for my people, did you miss me? Bought them all off the jeweler by the pound. Couple carats turned this bitch in a 24K town. Hey.
So I guess what interests me the most about this video is kind of about what the author Jung of our reading, he talks about kind of the fluidity of just identity for Koreans and especially Korean Americans, and just how there's like so much intersection between, like, you could be first generation, second generation, like 1.5 generation, depending on how much English you speak or how much Korean you speak, based on where in the United States you live in, and all those things can interact and affect kind of your identity. And he says a lot of Korean American artists is understanding the fluidity of identity formation along racial, ethnic, and national lines, and fluidity of residence. And I think that's exemplified especially well in this video, just because of kind of there's a strong sense of nationality for K-Town in particular, for Los Angeles K-Town, where Dumbfoundead is from. And it seems like he's saying in the video he's like almost has a responsibility with, like, as a Korean American artist, to represent his hometown, to basically, he says, to like bring gold to the city, hence the 24K town. And it's kind of like, I guess, real gold in the sense of like him being wealthy can maybe like make his town wealthy, or where he comes wealthy, his family wealthy, but also metaphorically bringing a name out for a Korean American artist, and even in particular Korean American rapper, is huge. Just someone of Dumbfoundead scale is pretty big. So I think that he's kind of saying that in becoming big and in like traveling the world and becoming a musician, actor, he's creating a name for himself, which in turn creates a name for Korean Americans. And I think that's really interesting, is that really there's like a strong tie with that, because it intersects with location, with K-Town in particular, ethnicity and race, like Korean Americans. So I think that's really interesting. Another thing I like about Dumbfounded's rapping in this video too in particular is it's very relaxed. His rapping is like nonchalant. He's not very aggressive or expressive, which I think is interesting. And the video itself is just showing a lot of pictures and scenes of like very ordinary things in K-Town, in LA, and just nothing like really especially like absurd or like, you know, like, because the video is very, very mundane, and I think that that simpleness of it is like, I don't know, I think it's kind of showing a little bit of just how there's like specialness in things that are simple and mundane, and maybe in like noticing that and just seeing that, but I don't know, that's like an interesting maybe part of Korean American, and maybe it's a metaphor for like Korean American artists, and that they're viewed as like maybe like or viewed as kind of ordinary, or like not something that stands out, and then but they can be cool or can be appreciated. I don't know, just kind of some thoughts. But and I don't know, I like his lyrics in the song, and I like how he talks a little bit about in the first verse of like kind of maybe his like I guess kind of like maybe suggesting kind of a harsh background, or just the potential racism against Korean Americans, and how they, you know, K-Town isn't, you know, it's not the nicest part of LA, and that's clear, and he's kind of showing that. And yeah, I don't know, and just that he's like suggesting a sort of like really strong connection to K-Town in LA, and like he shows the tattoos on his body, and those are, you know, real tattoos he has, and just that there's a real fondness for that and a real deep connection, and that he is representative of that, and he feels really strongly about it. So yeah, alright, thank you so much, hope you liked it.